When I came to Franklin University in 2007, there was no online homework preparation system being used.
In the past, students would typically drop out of the accounting courses once, twice, or additional times.
They've heard plenty of war stories about how difficult it is and how hard it is to get through some of these courses.
When I started using Connect, I noticed that students came to class more engaged. The time I spent on applying concepts and facilitating active learning went from 40% of class time to 90% of class time. A quarter of my students were repeating the course without Connect, and now just 5% need to take it again. For my students in the class with Connect, the most common grade went from a C to a B. Without Connect, only about 12% of students were getting A's. With Connect, over 25% of my students. Exam pass rates went from 60% to 70%. Time spent giving quizzes and exams dropped to 0. Class attendance has gone up 20% with Connect. And lastly, using Connect, I spend 30% less time reviewing homework in class.
I've noticed the composition of classroom time has changed pretty significantly.
I found that my time is spent more efficiently in the classroom.
Changing from a traditional format to the Connect format for teaching accounting courses allows me to focus more on what happens in the classroom and less time on grading.
I assign practice exercises and quizzes that must be completed before the lecture. By using the filtering features in Connect, a great deal of time is saved.
Accounting for me has become much more than TA charts and bookkeeping practices. It has become ethics and establishing a solid foundation for our businesses.
So the fact that I have to do the quiz makes me want to read the book before I even go to class.
The practice exercises, they let you go through them as many times as you needed to.
Connect brings out my potential, which I didn't know I had before.
Since implementing an online homework preparation system, we've seen our retention rate improve dramatically. Prior to that implementation, our retention rate was approximately 75% in the Principles of Accounting courses. We've seen that rate increase to a roughly 95% retention rate. As a result, we believe that students are encouraged not only to stay in the accounting program, but in their educational experience beyond.